Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to another edition of Third Down Thursdays. MJ, I'm so sorry. I just stepped on your toes. I did not mean to do that. But, sir,
It's okay.
how are you?
I'm good. How are you, dude? How we
Hey,
doing?
man, no complaints, dude. No complaints. We got good news. We got good news for the fans out there. Pew, 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 pew. Meh, 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 meh. But we'll get to that. We'll get to that. But,
Yes.
things are going well, man. No complaints. Work, I'm getting my ass kicked. People suck. But
Yup.
we already knew that. And sometimes like people just aren't as cool as you and I.
That's very true.
So at the end of the day, it's just disappointing sometimes, but alas, you endure and you come through
Yes.
you come through as a better person, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, it is. It is unfortunate that everybody's not as fantastic as you and me, but you can only hope for so much some of these days, Bruce.
I mean, there's only so much amazingness that can be around in the
Right.
world.
Like you can't. They gotta leave some for us, right?
I know. What a way to start. We're basically just being cocky jackasses, and
Absolutely.
Hey,
That's
but anyway.
what we're here for.
But anyway, no, everything's good, man. Like, shit, what's been new? All right, so actually, wifey goes into the third trimester next week.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's fast.
right. It's like we just talked about her being pregnant,
Right.
and now all of a sudden she's
That's
jumping
crazy.
in. She's jumping into the third trimester already, man. It's something.
It's something, all right.
No,
You're
in all
doing great though.
In all seriousness, though, I absolutely love it. I love her. I love my little girl. I cannot wait to meet her. It's been cool, dude. Okay, so she's been kicking like crazy.
Really?
So that's the other thing. Like she's been, she has. It's funny because like my wife will end up being like, or Celine will be like, "Hey, come here," and I'll be like, "No joke, I'll just be tired. Like I'll be back from the gym, or I went to the gym in the morning, just absolutely fucking exhausted." But for whatever reason, as soon as she says, "Hey, feel her kick," like all of a sudden my energy kicks in. I'm like,
Oh,
"All
yeah.
right," and I jump over and I feel her tummy, and oh my goodness. I can't wait. I can't wait. It's awesome. And to feel like, dude, I'm gonna tell you right now, she kicks hard. Like I was like it looks like she's trying to escape right now. She's like, get me the fuck out of here. And I don't swear in front of her already. So at this point, she's already developed like hearing, so she could actually hear outside things that are going on outside the womb. So
yes,
I haven't. I don't swear. Like, I mean, I do swear, but I don't like really like, what the, whatever. So I've been, we read her stories and stuff like that. So,
that's nice.
Yeah, man. Yeah, but other than that, man, like things have been going okay. Been like trying to find some, we have big news, but we won't share it. I'm going to leave that up to you because, you've done a lot of legwork and I admire the shit out of you for it. So I will definitely leave that to you to share because, pretty proud of you about that shit. But anyway, MJ,
thank you.
How are you, sir?
I'm good. I've just been working. Today was my off day from the job. Apparently I got a raise, which I didn't even know about until I looked at my paycheck today. So that was great.
I mean, I wouldn't complain. I'd be like, all right, cool.
I didn't say a dang word. I just walked. I took the paycheck, looked at it, walked away. I said, thanks, guys. Good to see you. See y'all tomorrow. I've been closing,
MJ, can you please? We noticed a discrepancy on your paycheck. Can you please?
Already cashed, already in the bank account. Can't look back now, ladies. But no, I've been closing, which I like because you know me. I love the kids. I love the adults are great in the daytime. But
different energy, completely different energy,
completely different energy. It's more a compliment to them. There's not much for me to invest in them or teach them a lot of the time. Yeah. It's just, hey, we're going to do X, Y, Z. Right. With the kids at night, again, I don't have to explain this to you, but it's just a lot more fun because I can really invest into them. What's up, Alex? And I can, I can really for some of them, I can actually make a difference in not just work, but actually their lives. So that's why 100%. I like closing.
Hell yeah.
And I get to sleep in. It's great.
Yeah, that's awesome. I gotta tell you, I gotta tell you, man, one of the biggest advantages to my new position, granted, I'm still waking up fucking early as all hell. Like, yeah. But it gives me like that time, the preparation time, mental preparation time. Mental preparation time is a huge fucking factor as you get older.
It's really big, yeah.
Because it's like that drive to work or that drive, wherever you're doing or whatever. Like, I mean, I go to the gym. That's my time to kind of like, all right, set my day and be like, all right, let's get this shit. Let's get after it. But yeah, man, I get it. But that's awesome, man. It's really cool. And congratulations on the freaking pay increase. That's pretty bad.
Thank you. So the other thing before we get into the sports talks, Paige and I went and saw an apartment today that we've applied for to move in June. About double the size of our current place. So
man,
with that pay raise, putting it right into that but no, for real, it's gonna be really nice. Just more space to live and breathe. We'll have a bigger bathroom, which is really nice. I might actually be able to fit into this tub because I'm 6'3" and I don't really fit in bathtubs most of the time.
So you're telling everybody you take baths
once in a while. Yeah.
You know what? It's
once in a while. Yes, Bruce, I need a bath. I put a little Dr. Teal's in there.
And I just soak. 100%. Same thing, buddy. But the problem
sometimes I just need to soak.
I'm 6 feet, and sitting in like even our bathtub is fucking tiny. And when I want to do the whole salt bath and like have the aroma and get the relaxations in and the it's just all that stuff. And yes, I said relaxations. I can't do it anymore.
Yeah,
I can't do it anymore just because it's like I'm like this. I'm like. And it's like okay, and
then you got the feet like up on the wall.
Up on the wall.
You want to walk your head, like it's just uncomfortable.
Yeah,
it's not there sometimes. So they've got like the garden tub or the whatever it's called. So hypothetically, let's put it this way: I will fit better than I do right now in my current bathtub.
Fair. I want to get like the
can't be worse.
I want to get one that's at least like 8 feet long.
Oh yeah, I want
and like have jets.
Yes.
Just
my parents in Texas have a massive bathtub in their bathroom. It's like I can just sit in there comfortably,
right?
Legs all the way out. It's fantastic. Anyway,
I personally would want one that my wife can join me. Whoa, too much? That's cool.
Time out. But no, the nice thing about this apartment complex, they've got a pool. Very nice pool. There's also 3 grills by the pool. They've got their own fitness center. They've got a theater that you can reserve, 24 seats, and they've got a PlayStation and an Xbox in there that are hooked up to Netflix, Hulu, Amazon Prime, everything. So you can watch any movie in there. You just got to let them know that you bringing folks in. They've got a popcorn machine in there that they supply popcorn for. There's a full kitchen attached to it. If you want to make food. Yes. So that's why I'm very happy about the pay raise. Because
what is going on?
This place is fantastic.
So, all right. So before we move on, now I got to ask you this question. Now, what's the HOA? What's the cost of the services? You know what I'm saying?
The rent.
Okay, yeah. So there's rent, but there's also the HOA. Excuse me, the HOA that's involved. So there's always like an association fee or whatever. What?
Because it's an apartment complex. They don't have an HOA.
No, some apartment complexes still have it.
I've never seen an apartment complex that has one. So nothing. It's just the rent
around this area.
It's like almost 1,200 square feet, and it's like $1,150 a month.
No shit.
Yeah. 2 bedroom, 2 bathroom, living room, dining room, kitchen, and sunroom.
Moving on up to the side.
Oh yeah. So in about June, I'll have a new backdrop I have no clue what it'll look like yet, but
shit. By around June. Well, no, actually, around May, I will be like having the baby in the background.
Around May, I'll have a temporary interim co-host.
Oh no, I'll still be. Oh yeah, well, she'll be the interim co-host. She'll be sitting here like she'll be right here.
Anyway,
real quick before we move on.
Yes,
Alex, real quick. Yeah, no, 100%. Love it. Love what you're doing. So you work your ass off. So that's a good thing. Sean says it sounds like paradise.
Oh yeah.
Also, by the way, hold on, time out. You were golfing this week, right?
What's up?
You were golfing this week, weren't you? Or this past weekend?
Yeah, last Sunday.
Sunday,
I think.
How was that? How'd you shoot?
Crap. What did we shoot? Not great. Paige and I played as a scramble. I think we shot like a 47.
Oh, fair. Well, that's not bad.
Front. I mean, it's not terrible
for a scramble. But dude, like that shot though that you posted on the Third Down Thursdays account when you just said "fuck it" and just like went through the fucking trees.
Oh yeah,
I loved it. That was awesome.
So, it's a par 4,
okay,
and the water's at like it's like 400. The water's at like 270, and so I hit my driver, and it went right up to the water.
Perfect. That's fine.
Right behind this tree. Right. Not like right behind it where I don't have an angle, but far enough back where my really only option is to shoot it through this tree.
So did you go through?
Or I went through the tree.
Over. I went through. What iron did you use?
I hit a 5-iron because I knew that I needed enough.
Like, screw it.
I needed enough speed that if I hit the tree, it was going to keep going. Because I didn't. Oh yeah, I didn't have faith because I was like, okay, I can do a pitching wedge. I know I can get it up and over and across the water, but I don't have as much faith in me hitting the correct flight on the ball to get it over as I did just smacking the crap out of that ball with enough velocity that it gets it through the tree. Because I can hit the ball really hard. And the tree was big enough in my field of vision that I knew it was going to hit the tree. It was just, can I get it through? What I didn't know is that there was a flock of birds in the tree. And so I don't know if you can see it on the video, but when I hit the tree, they just go, whoo, and it scared the crap out of me.
I loved it. I loved it. I thought it was awesome. When I saw that, like the amount of jealousy. So I don't even know if you know this. In the Chicagoland area right now, we have a lot of snow. Not a lot, but we have snow in the area now. So it's just like, man, like there's actually a really awesome golf simulator that I want to go to.
Really?
Yeah, really, really do want to go to.
Or you could have just come down here and played golf. But, Dan, I am average at golf. I would say I'm like statistically average. By myself, I shoot on average between 90 to 100. I can hit some above average shots on the regular. It's my short game is trash. But, I'm an athlete and I can hit the ball really far. So I can hit a driver 300 yards. It's just doing that consistently I'm not good at. But then I also had a shot the other day, which I think I also posted. So this really tight par 4, I hit the ball onto the next tee box.
Yeah, I mean, we're all
on my drive.
I mean, anybody that like is around 90 to 100, it's like same. Like I'm my best game I've ever played, I shot an 84.
Okay.
But then like all of a sudden, like a week later, 2 weeks later, I shoot like 112.
Yeah.
So but like the narrowness. So my point though, what I was gonna say though was like, so we played this in a private club in Barrington. Barrington.
Oh.
But I love it. It was beautiful. It's a gorgeous course. They do a great job with it. Very cheap to get into it too. No alcohol though, but we still find a way, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh yes, we do.
We still find a way. But there's one area that has a thin fairway. For the most part, it's wide fairways. It makes me feel good about myself. I'm like, I hit another one. I hit another one. Yeah, you know why? Because they're probably as wide sometimes as they are long.
I love that.
But no, in all seriousness, there's one hole though that I hit. Vividly remember this. and it went to the tree line. It didn't go to the other side to the other fairway. It was in the tree line. And this woman, angry as a hell. Some would call her a Karen. Walks over and starts like yelling. And it wasn't at me. It was actually the other person who I was golfing with, Jason. And she starts yelling, and I turn to her. I'm like, he yelled. He did actually yell it. I'm like, he yelled 4. I'm like, you shouldn't be hitting into this area anyways. Like, that was a garbage ass shot from you. So shut up. And then in my head, I was like, she's probably gonna get really mad because she's probably a part of this country club, and I'm gonna get kicked.
Probably.
Anyway, yeah. But yeah, no, I feel your pain though on the.
Oh yeah. So I hit it on this other tee box. There are bushes and brush and trees like 4 or 5 times as tall as me in between where I am on this other tee box and the hole that I'm supposed to be going to. And so before I turned right to go to my ball, I looked, kind of visualized where the hole was supposed to be, drove over, and I hit this blind shot. I think with like a 9-iron or something. I muscled it. It probably had to be a decent length. I just poked it over, and it was probably like 15, 20 feet from the hole.
Nice. That's like, the best feeling, dude. Best feeling.
I had no clue where I was going. I picked like the tallest tree on the other side that I thought was kind of on the line.
Yeah, that's what you did.
And I just poked it over, and it somehow was close. Now I 2-putted. I didn't hit the putt, but you know,
I'm gonna tell you. That's another part of the game that is very difficult. Hence the reason why you saw my little putting area. That's my downstairs that I continuously try to improve on.
I need one of those, bro.
I'm not gonna lie. This is one of my more clutch purchases because no joke, I'll be like watching like a Bulls game and I'll be over on the side, fucking like hitting some putts.
I really need to get one of those.
But yeah, all right. But MJ, you know what? It's time to transition a little bit. I'm gonna transition to a little bit somber anniversary, if you don't mind. So I would like to get to that before we start some less seriousness. So today is the anniversary of Kobe Bryant's unfortunate death. Yes. So obviously, I'd like to give condolences to the Bryant family. Granted, they're probably not going to watch this, but he's also one of the best NBA basketball players of all time. And in my list, he is second best of all time. And excuse me, I had to put that out there. And God bless those people that also passed away along with him. His daughter, there was a coach and his other daughter on that as well, softball coach. So my condolences to their family and all the people involved in that terrible tragedy that happened 3 years ago today. And I still remember where I was when it happened.
I think everybody does. I mean, I grew up kind of on the end of Kobe Bryant's era. I wasn't really a huge Kobe Bryant fan, but obviously, I mean, first of all, I remember watching his final game. I watched the entire game,
which was same. Awesome. I have it on my shot. I still have it saved.
Yeah. And so, you know, as much as I may not be able to appreciate.
Oh, let's go. Yep. Nice, Zach. Well played, sir. Well played.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know if we have comms on Zach, but
there we go.
That's what's up. That's what's up. I'm not even kidding. I actually just got goosebumps from that. That's fucking cool.
You are muted though, Zach. I don't know if you can. Oops. There we go. But yeah, so I remember where I was for his last game. I remember where I was that day. And it's amazing because even like my wife and her roommate were with me at the time. You know, they're not obsessed with basketball, but everybody knew who Kobe Bryant was.
Yep.
And so even just at my little private university in the middle of Illinois, a lot of people were sad that day. You know, I went to the gym and especially guys at the gym were messed up about it. Like, you know, obviously none of us knew Kobe, but it's just it's always a sad reminder of how quick that stuff can
and how
get away from us.
Right. Exactly. And how quickly, like you just said, how quickly life can like just smack you right in the face. And for, you know, it was kind of crazy. So after I at the time I was coaching freshman basketball, and after I coached the game, which we won, go figure, because who's coaching?
Exactly.
But we were actually at a restaurant, and I was having breakfast for lunch. And all of a sudden, just breaking news came up, boom, and then like I saw like stuff on Twitter. I was like, no way, this is totally like a hoax. Like this can't be.
Yeah.
Come on. And then obviously, unfortunately, we got the news that he ended up passing away. And again, like it actually hit me pretty damn hard because I was actually a huge Kobe Bryant. Not a huge, I shouldn't say huge, but I was a fan of Kobe Bryant just because I liked the way he approached the game and the similar playing style that he had to Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
And but yeah, man, like so to actually kind of a cool story. I don't even remember how what year it was. I think it was 2007, 2008, 2009, around that time frame. And I was knocked out. I was still in college, so it was probably 2007, 2008. And I was in college, and I wasn't nice. Whoever did that. Oh, cheers, sir. Oh, that's a Coca-Cola. Boo.
It's just a Coke. I'm not.
But no. So what ended up happening was I didn't go out I'm like partying that night. Didn't do anything crazy. I was just like, no, I'm gonna pack it in. I'm gonna go home and I'm just gonna sleep. Like whatever. So I was knocked out. Get a phone call. Bring, 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 bring. It's like I don't even know. Like 11 o'clock at night. I'm like 12 o'clock, something like that. I don't know. I was just tired as shit. I'm like, what? Who is calling me? And I pick it up, and it was for those of you that have continuously watched our show. At one time, we had a show called Talking BS, Beers and Sports, and it was Eric. Eric, my buddy Eric, calls me. He's like, "Hey, man, did you watch this game?" I'm like, what are you talking about? And he's like, "Did you see what?" This is exact quote. "Did you see what Kobe Bryant did tonight?" And I was like, "No. What do you mean?" He's like, "Bro, turn on the TV." I'm like, what do you mean turn on the TV? All right, is everything okay? You know what?
Yeah.
Turn it on. It was the night that he dropped 81 against the Raptors. And like, it was just absolutely absurd. So it was a really cool, fond memory that I had. I didn't watch the game. I watched it afterwards, but it was just a cool memory of Kobe Bryant. So about a legacy, about a moment in time that you can recall and remember,
Yeah.
So
Kobe was one of the best ever. I was at one of those games in 2009 when the Nuggets were playing the Lakers in the Western Conference Finals.
Awesome.
Shit you not, every single time he touched the ball, hell, every time he got close to the ball, every person in that stadium booed him every night. And it was out of respect. We all hated Kobe, but because he was too damn good.
Yeah.
One of my favorite games to watch is Game 2 of that series. Kobe and Melo going shot for shot with each other.
Loved it.
It was such a great battle. And I just rewatched it like a couple weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
Nuggets were on a little bit of a losing streak. I was depressed. I needed something to pick me up. That game, but I watched that game. He was so much fun, man. He was so good and so impressive. I mean, hell, we all yelled Kobe in the schoolyard. It was amazing.
Oh, yeah.
Right. I said Jordan, but cool. Regardless.
You didn't need to show your age like that, Bruce.
You aged yourself.
You really aged yourself by that.
I'm cool. I'm cool with it.
Do people yell Curry now?
Ooh.
Do people?
I don't know. I don't know. Good question.
I think it's a mix. Last time I was at an elementary school, it was in high school. I was helping out with one of my
Curry
teachers.
Yeah. No, actually, they did.
Curry. There's Kobe. There's kind of a mix. We're like in the in-between generation. I think some of them know Kobe.
Here comes it's the transition.
But we're really starting to get to that Curry generation.
It's a transition,
it's
boys.
It's almost a little depressing. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, just wait for it, fuckers.
It ages for me. It ages myself at 21 years old.
Right.
And
that's awesome.
It feels weird knowing what Kobe meant. The fact that Kobe is the reason that the yelling Curry exists in the first place.
Right.
Or Jordan, fuckers.
I've never heard anyone yell Jordan ever.
Oh, that's fair. I used to.
He was known for his
Jordan
dunk contest more than
that is not
shots.
True. Towards the end of his career,
people my age.
Fair. His fadeaway was absurd.
I'm not saying he's bad. I'm saying nobody thinks of him for being a sharpshooter.
Wait, hold on. Wait, what was that?
He had the fadeaway against the Jazz. Like that's what a lot of people remember.
Oh no,
was it the Jazz? was a pull up, like he pushed off, and there's a little fade to it.
Push. It's because Russell could.
He threw.
Push off.
He threw him. Anyway.
Anyway. So
created separation.
So I have one. So I have one more. All right. So one more, MJ, if you don't mind. I don't mean to continue the melancholy. You like that?
You're good.
But I have to do it. Real quick. Shout out to my mom. Tomorrow will be her 5-year life celebration. Terrible. It sucked. One of the hardest things. I have a Cubs jersey, MJ, that you've seen. Zach, you've never seen it. But I have a Cubs jersey that my former coworkers actually got me that says mom on it in the year she was born.
Really cool.
It's stitched as it's a World Series jersey. So I'm just thankful for the fact that she was around to see the Cubs win the World Series. And I still have the text from her too. So, which is really cool. And so that being said, also, unfortunately, as crazy as this may fucking sound, my wife's mom, so my mother-in-law, passed away 3 years before on the same day as my mom did. So I have to give another shout out to my mother-in-law. God bless Diana. I hope everything, I hope we're all good up there. And then so two more. It's crazy, or three more. As crazy as it sounds. My wife's aunt also tomorrow is the 1-year anniversary of her passing away too. As crazy as that is, so we had 3 people in our family pass away on the same day. No shout out. So last week, unfortunately, my wife's other aunt passed away of cancer. So cancer's a motherfucker. So fuck you, cancer. That's how my mom passed away. That's how my wife's mom passed away. That's how my wife's aunts have passed away. Cancer, fuck you. And also finally, one last shout out to my brother-in-law, who passed away. I think it's 12 years ago, back on the 12th, 13 years ago, maybe, of a heart attack. So God bless him too. And I'm done with the melancholy now. I'm done with the depression shit.
I got you. We got you, Bruce. We love you.
No, we're good. We're good. We're good. It's all love. But anyway, so that being said, boys.
Yes.
All right. MJ.
Would you like me to make our set announcements, or you want to wait?
Oh, actually, you know what? Yeah, let's do the announcements now, and then after our commercial, we can after the commercial we can actually talk about, or we could go into the other stuff that we're talking about. So MJ, take it away.
Perfect. So Third Down Thursday is going to be at the Senior Bowl this year. We've had credentials and done some coverage for the Senior Bowl the last 2 years, but now I have the absolute joy that I live in Mississippi, which means I'm no more than an hour and a half from Mobile. So I'm actually going to be in Mobile this year, on the ground for Third Down Thursday. So we already have a couple interviews lined up.
Awesome.
With some players who are going to be at the Super Bowl.
Big one.
Yes, we have a potential big one with a possible first-round pick. And then we've got a couple other fantastic guys lined up. We're also going to be doing an interview with Zebra Technology, which I would like to just say now, who is the official technology partner for the NFL. They're the ones who put the RFID chips in the NFL footballs. Every single one of them. So we're going to talk to them, I believe, on Thursday.
On Thursday.
And I'm going to talk to them at the Senior Bowl. We're going to play the interview for y'all on the show. And then Bruce, I'm just really excited about the amount of reporters and all of the guys that I'm going to be able to meet. I'm already talking to some people on Twitter.
MJ's going to try to talk to Luke Getsy too.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go talk to everybody and get all the news, all the chaos, all the drama, and then just all of the people that are going to be exposed to Third Down Thursdays, and all of
those cards. Bring the cards, dog. Bring the business cards.
Oh, yeah. Well, my Twitter's not right anymore, but the rest is. I changed my Twitter. Whatever. Don't look at me like that. Don't look at me like that. I changed it to TDT. Calm down.
Change it back.
Fight me. But yeah, so I'm just really excited. So if y'all are at the Senior Bowl, feel free to hit me up. I'm gonna be there. I'm getting there Tuesday morning. And I will be there all week. So the weather is supposed to be iffy. So I might have a lot of free time. So let's hang out. Let's do some interviews.
I love it.
Get it done.
And so MJ, I can't wait to see you do your magic and have the ability that you have to interview like crazy, because I'm gonna tell you right now, your approach is very professional and it's amazing. I can't wait to watch it. I can't wait to see what the big things that happen with this. But I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm really disappointed in the fact that I won't be there, so I apologize for that. Yes. However, the awesome thing is we did we're this is just so you all know, this is a lead up. All right, so the Senior Bowl, we're doing this for the Senior Bowl. We're also looking to try, we just filled out our media credential request for the Combine again. That being said, MJ, don't worry, I'm not going to go crazy at the Combine this year.
I mean, I'll be honest, Bruce, if you do this time, I'll just leave you.
You should. Honestly, at that point.
Bye-bye.
Oh no. But it definitely won't be like that this year. But I'm going to tell you, man, I think there's some there's going to be a lot of fun, I think, that happens in the 2023 calendar year for Third Down Thursdays. So
and I can also say February, let me double check the date. Yes, February 9th, we're going to have former NFL wide receiver Byron Franklin on the show. So I believe that's Super Bowl week, right? No.
It's a week before Super Bowl.
No, it's Pro Bowl week. So we're going to have Byron Franklin on the show. He played for the Bills and the Seahawks in the 80s. And I'm
interested to hear his comments, though, because he played for two franchises that had some of the most hardcore fans now.
Yeah.
I know that the Bills had it back in the 90s during that 3 years of them going to the Super Bowl and now, obviously. But I'm interested to see in his responses to how the fan base was back then, too.
I love this. I would love to see, because Richie and I raced last year.
Oh, I would.
So, Bruce, if you're able to make the draft, because that's where they do it.
Yeah.
Because there's the draft experience. I need to race you.
I would win.
Just to settle.
I already know it. I already know it.
I'm going to start training. I'm going to start training. That is the one thing that will make me get off my butt. I will go train.
I'll win. I already
know
you
won't.
I'll win. Yeah, I will.
No, you won't.
I'll put like right now. I'll put $100 on me.
Wow, Zach, what you think? Zach, what you think?
Uh-oh.
Zach, you think Bruce gonna win this?
Is Zach there?
I feel like I'd get fired for my answer here.
Fine.
I don't know any of y'all's athletic profiles here, but if I'm basing it on what I know, I think I have to go MJ, but it'd be really close.
Oh wow! Jeez.
Give it by
comment. Who wins the 40-yard dash?
Jeez,
Me or Bruce? I got the length, Bruce. You might beat me in the first 10 yards, but I'm gonna get you in the next 30.
No, you won't.
I'm gonna get you in the next 30.
No, you wouldn't.
Then come to the draft and let's see.
God, you
guys ran track for 2 years, man. I'm ready for it.
Which means I played basketball and football. I ran the 40. I actually had a 40 time. Like I had a 4.640.
Does anyone really win? No, Jack. We're all gonna be out of breath.
I know it's true.
Dying when we're done.
I'll probably tear my fucking hamstring and be like.
But let the record show, I will be running in a suit, and I know for a fact that Bruce is not going to be wearing a suit. So I'll still beat you in a suit.
God, oh stop!
I will still beat you in a suit, just like I beat Richie when I was in a suit.
Okay, that's different.
Because I'm built like that.
Nothing against your builds are like that, but I'm not gonna get.
Wow.
I'm not gonna. Hey, that's not what I meant.
I'm gonna fight you. Yeah. Right. Thank you. Bruce get winded after 20 yards.
Okay.
If Bruce were 15 years younger, he'd win.
Oh, it's because of my age. You guys are assholes. That's exactly why Zach. That's why Zach picked you too. I'm sure.
Yeah.
I picked it really based on his golfing acumen, if I'm being honest.
Thank you.
I'm a better golfer than him.
You've never played me. You don't know that.
Oh my god.
I know I can hit the ball further than you.
No, you can't.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Can you hit a driver more than 300 yards?
Yes, I can.
Oh, God. Good for you. I'm proud of you.
Just the problem is sometimes it doesn't go straight.
That's tough. Neither does mine. That's why I line up like 45 degrees to the left.
That's why I slow down my shit. Anyways, I do
fair.
I do the old man swing. Fuck you, Zach, and fuck all you guys saying that I'm old.
You could have come down here for the Senior Bowl. You could have golfed with me. We could have settled that. We could have had a race. We could have settled that.
Yes, Sean. Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes. 100%.
Whoever's there with us, because I applied for 4 credentials.
100%.
Well, for the combine. I don't think they have a 40 at the combine. Although we could probably just get on the field and run it because
we probably
we're like that.
Remember how I was talking to the security guard?
Yeah.
She would love me too. It was great.
Oh yeah.
No, we're
I have friends.
We'll
I can
definitely
go run a 40. I can do
wow.
it. I can just do it tomorrow. Actually, it might hurt.
I bet you would.
Oh my god, I can't believe this is happening right now. Fuck all of you. Anyway, that being said, if you run the 40, you got to make sure. Fucking, you guys are all assholes. If you run the 40, you got to make sure that you're insured because you might pop a hammy or something like that. So the best place to insure through, despite that it not being health insurance, get some car insurance because you're gonna be driving a lot. Dicks.
To the hospital.
Here's to the grown-ups. Your car is now your office, stage, nursery. Sorry, Erie Insurance offers products that lots of other companies don't. That's a big deal, and it's a good deal too. And with Erie, you get your own independent agent, not a giant corporate call center or some online robot. You meet with a real person, like this.
Your local Erie agent is Building Block Insurance Group. Get a quote today at 704-464-4544.
Erie Insurance.
And when you call Building Block Insurance, Erie Insurance, make sure you talk to Jeff Wertepny at jeff@mybebig.com, phone number 704-464-4544, and let Jeff know that Third Down Thursday sent you so he can show us a little bit of love. That being said, MJ.
All right. I got a bone to pick real quick. This is a very quick bone. That's what she said. And I need to make sure that everybody understands. There we go. That's good to hear. I need to make sure everybody understands 2 things. Number 1, if Aaron Rodgers does get traded, we're not seeing a package like this.
No.
Where they get just an ungodly amount of pick. This is what PFF Simulator made me do. Or allowed me to do. And so all I have to say is, if you're using PFF Simulator and telling me that it's realistic, shut up and go away. Number 2, for the love of all that's good and right in this world, I hope Aaron Rodgers gets traded to the Jets. I hope he has a similar career to Brett Favre on the Jets. And I hope he goes to the Vikings so he can crash and burn in Minnesota, just like Brett Favre did, for the sake of Aaron Rodgers and for the sake of the Minnesota Vikings.
Okay, I have an objection to that. Your Honor, can I approach?
Yes, sir.
So the only thing that I disagree with in the crashing. By the way, guess who ended Brett Favre's career? Corey Bears. But okay, so regardless of that bullshit thing, Brett Favre actually had a pretty fucking good
he had a decent
tenure with the Minnesota Vikings. I mean, he brought them to a divisional playoff game that he won. I think he got them to the NFC Championship
game against the Saints in the Bounty Gate era.
Yeah. So I mean, he had time that he was fine. He was
he was all right, but
the only difference, hold on real quick, I actually kind of want to ask your opinion on this.
Yes.
So, and this is not question Aaron Rodgers as a man, because I don't want it to come off like that. But do you think that Aaron Rodgers has the same mental capacity of the I don't give a fuck type attitude that Brett Favre had to be successful in a different, larger market such as New York? Granted, Brett Favre wasn't very successful there because he sent a dick pic to freaking athletic trainer there.
Right.
But do you think outside of Green Bay that he's gonna Aaron Rodgers would still have marginal success this into his back 9 years for his career?
He's already actively getting the most national media attention of any NFL player playing right now, so I don't see how it would change in New York. I mean, the only thing that's going to be different is the people asking him press conference questions every week after the game. That's
Fair.
the only thing that's going to be different.
So do you think his play on the field is going to match that though? Because I think Brett Favre was pretty successful. Like he was able to handle like both pretty well.
Yeah, I don't think the national stuff really affects. He wasn't great in New York. He was good in Minnesota. He wasn't great.
I agree. I agree. In New York, he was dog shit.
Yeah, that team also was not as prepared as the current Jets are for a veteran, multiple time MVP, Super Bowl winning quarterback to walk in the door. I think Rodgers would do well. I mean, if he goes to New York, he's going to have his bestie offensive coordinator, Nathaniel Hackett.
Yeah, which is crazy.
Got some good wide receivers.
You know that's the reason why they signed they signed him as offensive coordinator.
Okay, it's not the only reason. Nathaniel Hackett, outside of Denver,
yes,
is a decent offensive play caller. Outside of Denver, when he's not in Denver,
he also
he's also besties with Aaron Rodgers. That helps.
All-time quarterback at the helm.
I think Hackett's a good offensive coordinator. I don't think he's a head coach.
Yeah,
like
I would agree with that.
I heard a lot about how he was a big part of the schematic stuff that Green Bay did when he was the offensive coordinator there.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that was part of what we were expecting out of him, was those kinds of things, and that just didn't happen. And for me, I think it was that he changed what he was doing every single week. He lost confidence in himself, is I think ultimately what happened. I mean,
I also think John Elway signed him in whole. I think John Elway signed
Elway didn't sign him. Elway wasn't even part of the organization last year. But he didn't make any decisions. He wasn't in the room. But
I think part of the reason why they got Hackett though was that.
Yeah,
I think part of it was Aaron Rodgers. I don't think that's entirely wrong. I don't think it was the biggest reason though. I think
I
what he brought as an offensive mind, as the innovative young guy, I think was enticing to Denver. Maybe not quite in the right ways, but the biggest thing with him was we had 440 yards of offense in week 1 against Seattle. We lost that game because of 2 fumbles at the 1-yard line and a tight end whose foot was 3 sizes too big. We had 3 touchdowns that were all taken off the board by team player errors.
Right.
And what he did the next week was not do the same thing.
One of the things,
though, away from the outside zone, which is a big part of his offense. He did that every single week, was change up what worked, because he lost confidence in himself.
Okay, Zach, I honestly don't disagree with that. I really don't. And to be honest with you, to your point that you already made, I actually do think he's probably a better offensive mind than he is a head coach. So I'll go with that. I don't mind that at all. But so Alex actually brings up this point. So I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut you off, Zach, but I want to actually address this before. That's why it's just sitting there. I could totally see Rodgers just staying in Green Bay. I think he's going to stay in Green Bay, to be honest with you. Like, I'll put that out there right now. But aside from those 3 teams, 3 teams. So the Jets, Green Bay, and 4 teams, Tampa and Seattle. I can see the Raiders.
Well, you read someone else's mind. I don't know what the Raiders are doing, to be honest.
The Raiders,
and it's because
the Raiders are the Raider.
Always, but I think the thing was that they benched Derek Carr for reasons after seemingly going all in, getting Josh McDaniels' high-powered offensive mind, and getting Devontae Adams to get to be a true number 1 for Derek Carr, which he didn't have. And then the report, last week, was that they're looking to trade Hunter Renfrow and Darren Waller. Mm-hmm. They traded Trayvon Mullen, their number 1 corner, for nothing, which, granted, turned out to be all right because the Cardinals later cut him, which I don't know why, because he seemed to play fine there, but it feels like the Raiders are starting to tear it all down.
How many teams? How
slowly,
many teams,
rather than compete.
You guys, how many teams though are looking for a quarterback this year? Like you have the
that
Raiders?
Are like actually competitive.
No, well, yeah, okay. So I can see the Titans being a part of that list of team. Do I think he's gonna go there? No, but I can see the Titans being like, hey, we'll give you this, that, and the other. Well, we're gonna try.
The Titans are closer to this than they are anything else.
Yeah,
they're closer to Rage.
If I were them, like right now, okay, so if we're gonna speak to that topic, if I were them, I would just say fuck it and get rid of and get what you can for Henry now.
So here's the thing with all of that. Okay, Rodgers' biggest.
Ooh.
I couldn't care less where he's building a house. No offense, John. Rodgers.
Jay Cutler lives there. Let's go.
Yeah, he's besties with Jay. Jay won him a Super Bowl.
Jay Cutler.
Love Jay.
So here's the thing with all of that. Rodgers' biggest desire right now is comfort. And it's no offense to Aaron Rodgers. He's earned it, right? He's going to be walking into his age 40 season if he wants to continue to play. He's made a lot of money. He's won MVPs. He's won a Super Bowl. He even said in his last press conference, there's not really a metric or a stat that I have left to prove. To me, it's just, do I still have the desire to compete? No, Bruce, he doesn't care about another ring. He's made that pretty clear. He would want to compete for one.
He cares about an MVP more than he cares about a ring, apparently. But
watch the whole interview. Watch the whole interview.
I did watch it.
Because that's not what he said.
I did watch it.
Can I finish?
Yeah.
Can I finish?
Oh, someone's getting upset.
Rodgers only cares about comfort. And so there's a lot of things that go into that. And so right now we're looking at, are the Packers going to retain all of Rodgers' guys? If the Packers don't retain all of Rodgers' guys, which they are really leaning towards not doing, then Rodgers will need to find another place that he's comfortable.
Zach.
But here's the issue. The New York Jets may have Nathaniel Hackett, but you know what they don't have, Bruce? They don't have a number one veteran wide receiver that could slot in right away and be comfortable with Aaron Rodgers. That's not found a lot of places.
He's a new receiver.
No. And that's the issue, Zach, is unfortunately, Rodgers is going to have a hard time getting comfortable in a new place. So the Jets might have the best bet because they do now have his former offensive coordinator who's going to know him the best, who can prepare the wide receivers for him the best, all of that.
I don't know
wherever Rodgers goes, it's not going to be a smooth transition. I think Rodgers knows that. And that's the biggest thing holding him back. Because he said multiple times in the last couple of weeks, guys, I honestly don't know if I want to come back. I still need to figure that out. And so, Bruce, to your point, saying you really think he's going to stay, the only thing I have to say to that is, in my opinion, from everything I've heard, from everything I know, that's the least likely scenario, is that Rodgers is the starting quarterback in Green Bay next year, because you have to make so many things happen. Rodgers has to want to come back and play. Rodgers has to want to come back and play in Green Bay. Green Bay has to want him back, and Green Bay has to keep all of his guys. All four of those things happening in the correct time frame for it all to fall into place is something very difficult for me to imagine happening.
So I don't disagree with that. I mean, I get what you're saying. Dude, I'll still say it. If I had to give a percentage, 65% likely that he'll be back in Green Bay. That's just my thought.
Okay.
That's just my thought. 35% everywhere else.
Oh, the only other thing is the Packers, if Aaron Rodgers gets traded, they're not bringing in another veteran level quarterback like Derek Carr. To see Sean's point earlier, it will be Jordan Love. They've never looked at a cap situation. They've never crunched any numbers to look at bringing in Derek Carr or anyone else. It is, what can we do with the cap space freed up from getting rid of Aaron to build around our rookie quarterback?
So there is a way.
Rookie contract.
All right. So to speak to your comment earlier about Rodgers not being with Green Bay next year, they actually take less of a hit if they were to trade him before, I believe, the June 1st deadline for trades or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. So with the contract that's stipulated, Zach.
His contract is built to be moved every year.
So
that's how I knew.
So they would actually take a huge cap hit if they trade him after June 1st.
Right. I'm saying it's built to be moved every year, not moved after June 1st every year.
Well, I mean, you could use that technically for any player that their contract's built to be traded. I mean,
no,
they're not, but
no,
it is what it is. They're still taking a significant cap hit though by
not compared to the cap hit of keeping him. They save about $40 million from trading him.
Agree.
They save a crap ton of money.
But you know what helps them though is having a rookie deal with their second string quarterback in place currently. That is what's actually helping them in this current situation. Because if that wasn't the case, I mean honestly, they'd be fucked. And I don't know. I just don't. I mean, shit. I'm talking as a Bears fan right now. I'm like, here I am having a conversation about the fucking Packers, but yeah, man. Like, I don't know. Like, so I pulled this up. I was gonna make this point, and Jack actually brought it up already, but the Jets receiving core is still better than what the Packers have. As well as Dobbs had Watson had a freaking awesome year this year. And frankly, I actually think he should be rookie of the year, or offensive rookie of the year. I said it. I said it. I don't care. Like I
agree.
Genuinely,
I like that.
He had a great year. And to be honest with you, I think Rodgers finally has a receiver, or Love. I mean, I don't think Love's obviously going to be as good or anywhere near Rodgers' level, but
he'll be better in the system than Rodgers was last year.
Fair, but I'm not around the system enough to know.
Right.
No, but genuinely, like I mean, for once, like the Green Bay has a receiver that a number one receiver, like other than like Freeman, other than like Driver, other than Nelson, that like they might be able to rely on. So like. I don't know. I'm gonna remain 65% likely that he's back in Green Bay. But I mean, dude, I'll be honest with you. Like, you might be onto something with the fact that they might be looking to go to the Jets, because the Jets, have better receivers, a rookie running back. Granted, he has an ACL injury, Breece Hall. They have a stud corner. Defensively, they were in the top 5. Or top 10 this year. I can't in DVOA. Shit, I can see it happening. But
and they have a good offensive line, yeah.
True. So MJ though, I wanna actually transition with that comment into what we originally talked about in the pre-show about. I did it last week, guys. All right, Chicago Bear fans. I asked you. I pleaded. You guys were super pumped about the Vikings being knocked out of the playoffs. And we all said it. They were a marginal team at best. We call them frauds. We call them the Minnesota Frauds, if I remember correctly.
Yep.
Guys. Stop paying attention to the Aaron Rodgers saga. Yes, we just talked about it. Yes, we were just having this like whole drawn out conversation about Aaron Rodgers. You know why? Because it's actually entertaining. However, as a Chicago sports fan, as a Chicago sports person, as a Chicago Bears fan, all right, let's focus on this team and what the Chicago Bears are doing. All right, I'm going to plead. I'm going to say it. Justin Fields, I think, dude, he's an all-time he's a playmaker. He is a top 5, I'm going to say it, top 5 playmaker in the NFL right now. Playmaker, key word. I want people to understand that. Playmaker. There is a difference between a passer and a playmaker. He's not a top 5. He's not a top 5 passer at all. He's not a top 5 quarterback. He's not a top 10 quarterback. He's around like the 12 to 18 range as a quarterback, in my opinion. All right, I said it. Playmaker wise, he's a top 5 playmaker currently in the NFL. All right, so to speak to that, stop talking about scenarios in trading this young man. Let him develop with something around him, because he has nothing. Who does he have? Okay, Chase Claypool, he's a bust. You know why Chase Claypool is a bust of a trade? There's nothing else on that offense or at that wide receiver position that will help take defenders away from Chase Claypool. All right. People say Darnell Mooney, Cole Kmet. All right. Darnell Mooney got hurt. Cole Kmet. Okay, I'll give you that one. Cole Kmet actually had he's actually led the Chicago Bears in receiving yards this year. But what does that say though, too? All right, so let's pump the brakes. They're not going to draft a quarterback, so stop talking that stupid shit. All right, so 2 things, Bears fans: do not trade do not trade Justin Fields, and stop worrying about the guy up north. That shit don't matter. Pay attention to your team and stop saying stupid shit like trade Justin Fields. Be patient. That's it. Just be patient.
Little golf clap for Bruce.
Be patient.
I approve. Right. I approve. Real quick, I know that this is completely unprompted to you because you probably haven't seen them, but the All-Star rosters are out.
Oh, I did see Giannis and LeBron are the captains of said teams.
Yes.
Zach jumps in right away. He's like, I'm here.
Zach got in real quick.
I want to point one thing out real quick, just for my own sanity.
Yes.
Nikola Jokic was number 2 in the West. You want to know what this panned out to be? Nikola Jokic was voted number 1 by players. He was voted number 1 by media, and number 2 by a decent margin by fans. Just so we're clear on who the best player in the West is.
Who was voted number 1?
LeBron. That's why he's the captain.
I know.
They're both weighted scored at 1.5, and fan voting's a mess. But I do want to say, for my own sanity and other Denver people, how entertaining would Nikola Jokic really be as the All-Star captain? Because I'm not really sure.
He's very entertaining.
He's such a low-key guy.
If his brother's there too,
98%. Oh shit, he'll play.
If his brother's there too, and they get into a fight, I'm cool with it.
I'm 98% sure Nikola Jokic doesn't watch other NBA teams.
You would have no idea.
I mean this in the most loving way possible.
Right. And like he's a
horse guy. Like he's not a basketball like hooper through and through.
Right.
But I needed to say this for my own sanity as a Nuggets fan to make sure we're all clear on the best in the West. But not the point.
Appreciate that.
That's really funny.
All right. I did see it come up on the screen over here. All right, so hold on. I gotta see All-Star rosters. I didn't actually look at them yet, so I'm about to pull them up right now, if you don't mind. So sorry, guys. All right, so MJ, I don't know if we're gonna be able to do fireside chat this week or this.
We might not be able to.
Oh, bro.
That'll be okay. What are we?
Bro, I don't hate these rosters.
I'm taking LeBron's team.
Well, it's not going to be that way. It's going to be drafted. I want your opinions on this, actually.
They draft.
Well, you're right. Oh, yeah.
So they're drafting
Yeah.
But
I know. I remember.
The new format where they're doing it exactly like the schoolyard, where they're doing it right before the game.
I do really like
as
that.
A pregame segment.
I do
half
like
an hour
that.
Before the game.
Okay, so
I love this.
All honesty on the table, I actually didn't know they were doing it like that. I know they did the draft.
How did the
on NBA or TNT or NBA on TNT? But I love that. I think it's awesome.
This Zach. This is an oddly specific question. How did the jerseys work with that?
I'm assuming they have them all made.
Where is the All-Star game? Where is the All-Star game this year?
It's probably. I think it's in Utah.
It is in Utah.
So I'm sure they'll have like the Western Conference is going to be the home jerseys, and the Eastern Conference.
It's just going to be Team LeBron, Team Giannis.
Yeah.
I would assume all 10 of them, every one of them is made for all the All-Stars for both teams. And then they'll just do the amount as needed.
All right, so can we
really cool is they go full schoolyard and have reversible jerseys. Just so it's on both sides.
Wow.
Nah, go shirts and skins.
Even better.
I want to see Jokic tumbling down the court.
You're gonna see a lot more slender of a man than you actually think you will.
All right. Anyway, I'm not gonna fucking. Anyway. So
Jokic versus LeBron would be like me versus Bruce.
Can we just say?
This is true, by the way, Jack.
I agree, Jack. By the way, that's it. So it was funny that you say that because on the news the other day they actually did a thing. So to point to Jack's comment, 100% agree with you. The NHL uniforms are freaking awesome this year. But can I just say, if we did an East versus West like old format, how ridiculous it would be? Because like I'm looking at it right now, and so it would be
the West is disgusting.
Oh my God, I know. I was looking at it. I'm like,
why is Paolo Banchero gonna play in this All-Star game? Probably.
Oh God, the West would be so damn.
That's so stupid.
Because the bench is determined by coaches, though.
Right.
So he's
at least
not.
To my
good.
understanding, they haven't done the full roster because the coaches determine. The bench. But
we got
also starters.
We got an important question here. MJ,
I would just like the record to show that I was correct. So I'm gonna go. Do you want to order or do you want to go somewhere?
Which would you rather do?
I don't know.
In my PJs.
We can just order something. What should we order, boys?
Food.
Give us a little. Thanks, Sherlock. I don't know.
I don't know. Go with something good. Go get some Mexican. That sounds good.
What does DoorDash have? Yeah, y'all talk about more NBA. I'm gonna look at DoorDash.
No offense, but it's 8:00 and I got some shit I got to get done real quick.
Let's table the All-Star game discussion for next week.
That's a good idea.
That's a good idea. But you know what though? You know what you have though. You know what you have inside of a house? A table. And you know what you gotta do with that table? This is a terrible transition. I'm just gonna play the fucking commercial.
Erie Insurance says here's to the grown-ups who move, mortgage, mow, and still bust a move. But does your home insurance still fit? Erie helps you protect the home you've grown into, all at fair prices that are often less than the other guys. So how do you find the right coverage? Magic. Nope. Local independent agents who get to know you like this.
Your local Erie agent is Building Block Insurance Group. Get a quote today at 704-464-4544.
Erie Insurance.
That might have been the worst transition I've ever had. So that being said, when you contact Jeff, don't mention me being a dumbass. Just be like, hey, Jeff, Third Down Thursdays told me to email you at jeff@mybbbig.com. Or if you want to call them, it's 704-464-4544. Holy cow.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be live. At least I will be live from the Senior Bowl next week. Very excited for that. Be on the lookout for everything coming from Third Down Thursday, starting on Tuesday. Player interviews, pictures, videos of the practice, all of that good stuff. We'll see y'all next week. Bruce, go get your stuff done. Zach, good stuff as always. And we'll see y'all next Thursday.
Good work, MJ.
Guys, don't forget to check out our page to see
merch.
Some awesome merch.
Buy the merch. Buy the merch. And then we're going to leave with the card guy because he's the best, and I'm going to hand out business cards next week. Boom. Hey, Bruce.
MJ.
Check the private chat, bro. How hard is this? Love you.
That wasn't me.
I'm not sure what happened.
Hey, bless you.
Bye.